Which value to the nearest tenth is the smallest solution of f of x is equal to g of x? If f of x is equal to 3 sine half x minus 1 and g of x is equal to x cubed minus 2x plus 1. So to answer this question, we have to resort to using technology because there's no way that we can actually isolate x in this case. So let's enter f of x and g of x into the graphing calculator, and what we're going to do is we are going to use the intersect feature to locate where the common intersection is between these two things. So I went ahead and I actually entered into the calculator already. So let's go to our graphing calculator. I've entered into the graphing calculator for first equation, f of x, and the second equation there, g of x. When we press graph, just make sure that your calculator setting here is in radian and not degree. Okay, so, and I'm going to press zoom, and I'm going to graph this thing on a standard zoom setting. So option 6, and you should end up with something like this. And I can see that that there are 3 potentially points of intersection. So I'm going to zoom in there a little bit. I'm going to press zoom, and I'm going to press zoom trig instead, option 7. And I can see it a little clearer now. And there are, in fact, 3 different points of intersections. Now, I hate to give my opinions on Regents questions, but one thing I dislike about this is they want the smallest solution. Well, what do you mean smallest? Because, you know, we have solutions both in the positive domain as well as in the negative region there. So are you talking about the smallest in magnitude, or are you talking because magnitude-wise, right, this intersection on the far left, okay, is actually bigger than the magnitude on the far right. I assume, okay, from the author, based on, I'm assuming that the authors of the question is asking for the smallest on the number line, right? So I'm going to assume that it's going to be this the largest negative number here. So we're looking for the intersection on the far left. Okay, so press second trace. You go to the intersect feature, which is option 5. You're going to move the cursor to where you think the intersection happens, and you're going to press enter once, twice, 3 times. And we get the intersection is approximately negative 2.05, which is going to be roughly negative 2.1, which is option 2. Okay, so that is going to be your smallest solution, but I say smallest on a number line, more negative, right? That's the assumption that I'm operating under. Okay.